Aloha. Welcome, guys. We are back. It is a Monday. It's a new week. We're ready for it, I think. Except, no, I'm not ready for it because I did not turn on my ring light. Boom. Let there be light. And there is light. What can I say? How are y'all doing? Everyone made it through the weekend, I take it? Barely. And also, I am sitting here. This is going to be a little different. Missing Mondays because there were a couple different cases and I was having a really hard time deciding on one because all three of these actually have alerts going on right now. And I did not know where to go. And bingo, I think I know exactly. Nope. I just got something from Sleuth, and yes, that's one of the ones I'm going to cover actually. There are actually right now, as I started looking around on Facebook today, I noticed there's two amber alerts out right now. There is at least one silver alert that I know about as I started going through things, and many of these have been sitting out there for a little while, and they got to get home. We got to get them home. I mean, the whole idea of having an alert is getting this information out there as far as we can, and we need to get it out there. And I know a lot of people are working on getting it. I've noticed a lot of different people have been covering these people. In fact, when I was going, I'd noticed quite a few of the people just here in our community have covered these people. But you know what? The more we can get their name out in the algorithm, the better off. And also, some real quick highs in chat as YouTube gets the notifications out. And some people realize it is Monday. I won't talk about who that person might have been because I have no idea who would ever forget that it was Monday. I mean, come on. Who? Sorry. No. Oh, that was the wrong thing to hit. I didn't mean to hit that. No, I didn't mean to hit that at all. No. I love you, girl. Trust me, I woke up this morning. I haven't been feeling too great today. I've been fighting a little tummy thing. And I was like, oh, it's Monday. It's Monday. It's Monday, isn't it? Yes. So, but anyhow, hey, Sleuth, I love you. Love you, my dear. And yes, we're going to be covering the one you just mentioned to me for sure. So, also, hello, Miss BC. How you doing, my dear? Did you make it through the weekend? All together, all one piece, ready off for a new week. And there's Chris, who's getting ready to have some fun. And let's see. And yes, Lucy, your husband's been home with, oh my God. Yeah, see, that's the problem. I'm barely getting back onto the idea of what day is what right now. Time I'm still screwed up on. I'm still screwed up on. I am like sleeping 2 hours later than I normally would sleep. I'm yeah, I'm up to like 4 or 5 in the morning. It's nuts. And also I get what you're saying there for sure. And also, okay. Sorry. Oh, what, Cassie? Oh, sorry. Someone wants to be carried on. You want to show everyone what I just gave you? Oh, yes. Okay. I've also been cutting their hair. So you're ready for the week to get going. BC is set and ready for the week. You know what? I don't mind the week getting going. It's nice to kind of get back into the swing of things and all. I love being gone for as long as I was, but it is nice getting back into the swing of things. There's Miss KK. Hello, KK, and Princess Megan. Hello, Princess Megan. And love you guys. I'm happy to see you guys all here. So let's go ahead and what I'm going to, oh, and there is the queen of Twitch herself, Isabella. Hello. How you doing, my dear? And for those of you who do have Twitch and ever want to come join us over on the Twitch side, we go live at the same time, both sides. All you got to do is head over to one side versus the other. Your choice which way to go. And there's Miss PJ. Hello, PJ. How you doing, my dear? PJ, I know, covered some of these people also that we're going to cover today. And like I said, right now, the fact that all three of these people have alerts and they're still all missing just shows us how important it is that we've got to get these people in the algorithm. We've got to get their faces out there and so that more people are sharing. So I've got posters on all three of these I'll share. I'm going to cover all three of them here. And then what I'll try to do, if I can pull it off, is cut the video into 3 different pieces so we can have individual videos also for each. So, okay. Awesome. Isabella's good. Yes. And okay. So what I'm going to do is, as I mentioned, we have 2 that are amber alerts and 1 that is a silver alert. Just a reminder, Silver Alert started off as something for those who are seniors. It's since then become more of a health type thing. If someone who goes missing and they don't fall into an Amber Alert category and they have a health care issue, usually they'll get thrown. In this case, it is a senior citizen. And not only is he your citizen, but it's a senior with some very serious health issues that make it more important than ever that we get to find him quickly. And he's already been gone for a couple days. But let's start first with Winter. Okay. Hey, Roberta, welcome, Roberta. Welcome for joining us today. And pull up a chair, enjoy yourself. Oh no, it's the man. You know, the gentleman from Hawaii, last I checked a couple days ago, they still had not found him. There had been another, you guys might remember when we talked about him a few weeks ago. There was another alert where many people thought they had seen him in town. So he'd slowly been moving his way. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed on that one. It's warm outside. As long as he's getting shelter, food, water, things like that, hopefully he'll be safe. And it's just hopefully a matter of time to connect him, because luckily he doesn't have any serious healthcare issues. So it's just the fact that he's confused right now. So hopefully we can find him soon. Cristola is here. Hello, Miss Cristola. Love you, my dear. I'm trying. There you be. Hey. No worry. No one's really prepared because I didn't give anyone any of the information, because I literally was finishing this up right before I went live. Put it that way. So that I was telling everyone, I've been fighting a little tummy thing, so I wasn't even sure if I'd make it today. So, but let's start with Winter. So let me just ask in chat. Put a 1 in chat if you've heard the information about Winter. Put a 2 in chat if this is new for you. I suspect quite a few of you guys have heard about our 2 Amber Alerts. Winter herself went missing on July 2nd. So she's fairly, okay, this just happened over the last couple days, or last day or so. It's another one of those stories where she was taken, we suspect, by a person who, a man who hurt her mother, and then took her. He is not a biological father or anything like that. They did find and arrest him. If I recall, I'm going to show a video in a second, but they led him, he led police on a high-speed chase. They were able to pull him over. Some of the comments are that he was very, very calm, almost emotionless. And he did, however, reach for one of the police officers' guns at the time. So really kind of dangerous guy. There was some discussion about whether or not he could have been heading towards, say, Detroit or things like that. The problem is now he's been arrested. There is no evidence of where Winter is now. And that's what's scary. Did he hand Winter off to someone else? Was all this a ploy to take her, make money off, whatever it is? There's so many potentials out there, gang. So many. Lighting the way, PJ. Thank you so much for the gifted membership. And Morky got it. Morky mom got it. Yes. I pull up the puppy, but we'll see if she. Okay, no, you can't get mad. You got to say hi to Morky and thank you to Pete. No, we want treats. Okay, forget it. She's like, no, I don't want to say hi to anyone. I want the treat. Give me the treat. So, anyhow, Cristola, yes, Amber Alerts, especially Texas, has had quite a few. I was kind of watching things while I was in the Mediterranean area, and there was a lot going on while I was gone. So, but welcome to the Ohana. Okay, just like Miss Sleuth just said to Miss Morky. And PJ, thank you so much. So we don't know what's going on right now with this. Could he have hurt her? Could he have sold her? Could he have passed her off to someone? We don't know. We know Winter, okay, a 2-year-old little girl. Okay, absolutely adorable little girl. Okay, I mean, her little smile in some of these videos is just amazing in this. We need to find her. Okay, we need to find her. She's out there somewhere. So what I'm going to do real quickly is I've got a little article, news article on each of these people, and we're going to kind of go through it, the stories this way. I try to get the most up-to-date one that I could find. So this is the information as of, I think it was 2 hours ago, 1 hour ago on Winter. So let me go ahead and here we go.
Camille, lots of prayers, but lots of police work being done right now.
Yeah, and an all-out search to find this little girl. And we want to show you her picture. She is absolutely adorable. Like you said, 2-year-old Winter Smith. Her picture is everywhere. It's up on billboards. It's on every media website imaginable. This is a little girl that's been missing since the middle of the night, actually since late last night. And the man you're seeing in this video is the man that they believe is the kidnapper and who is the suspect also in allegedly stabbing the girl's mother. He is the ex-boyfriend. His name is Rashad Price. He's 26 years old. Mother of the little girl of Winter is in the hospital after allegedly being stabbed by him. And I want to point out that he is not the father of this little girl, of little Winter. Meanwhile, leaving Lansing, we do not know where this child is, but he ends up in St. Clair Shores with a police chase going up to 100 miles per hour, and he is taken into custody early this morning. Meanwhile, the search for this little girl continues. We spoke with her grandmother and a witness to that high-speed chase and crash. Take a listen.
I have Winter's sandal I've been holding on to in her robe that I bought her. Just to feel close to her.
We got the Amber Alert. I was awake when that happened and stuff. And then, like I said, we saw it and so I reviewed it on the video and that's how it happened.
I teach STEM, and so I was looking forward to, I volunteered in schools teaching a lot of our kids coding, giving back to the community. And I'm asking people to help me to find my granddaughter.
It hurts your heart to hear her, hear the pain and fear in her voice. This is obviously a story that everyone has been watching very closely. So many law enforcement agencies involved in this. There is a tip line that the FBI has set up, 1-800-CALL-FBI. Of course, they are involved, Michigan State Police, Lansing Police, Detroit Police, Sterling Heights, St. Clair Shores, East Point. The list goes on and on. Unfortunately, I do want to share also with you that sources close to the investigation say that when they did take him into custody, that there was no emotion whatsoever, and that at one point he actually tried to reach for an officer's gun during all this. It goes without saying that everyone wants this little girl home safe, but as the hours go on, each hour goes on, people are just more fearful. Of course, we'll be staying on top of the story, bringing the latest as soon as we get it. For now, we're live in St. Clair Shores. Camille Neri, Fox 2 News.
Camille, you mentioned multiple police agencies, including the FBI, being involved. Do they believe that the baby is still in the state? Do they have any leads, any credible leads at this point? Do you know?
You know, they're not saying the suspect does have family here in this area. The biological father of this little girl is down south in college. He's actually in the process of flying back up to Michigan for this. We do know that he has ties to this area, the suspect does, and obviously ties to Lansing, where this all happened. Amber Alert, obviously a nationwide search, be on the lookout. But of course, we have him, they have him, they've got the car, they've got, right. But now, where is this little girl? That's the million-dollar question.
Well, hopefully the suspect will reveal some details. That certainly would help at this point. Camille, we can only hope. Thank you.
Okay, so let me stop sharing that real quickly and kind of go through. So a couple of things. Let me pull this back up. And then I'm going to go through. And Chris, it's always a possibility. And I do want to address that also. I just didn't want to interrupt the thought process going on in the video. Yeah, does make you concerned when you hear that he left his own child. What was the thought process going on in his head at that time? And yes, like Chris said, all of these things are allegedly. Until you are found guilty in a court of law, everything is allegedly. Yes, we do. Okay, police have enough to be able to pull him in, at least on the case of stabbing, Winter's mother. So there's enough there. Now, I suspect her mother probably was able to say, yeah, no, he grabbed her and ran and all, but we don't know. Hey, that's what courts are about. And that is what a court of law will come to a decision on. Right now, the police have to go on whatever direction they can. We don't know what else they may have. They may have video. They may have, we talk about traffic cameras. Okay, perhaps there's a traffic camera showing, okay, her in the car with him. We don't know. We don't know. But yes, everything's always allegedly. And that's, to me, one of the greatest things we have about our country is that we do make sure everyone, all this stuff is alleged when we talk about someone potentially being involved. And we do have to keep that in the back of our head. At the same point, we do have to look at where real possibilities are, because those become clues also. And also, but this, yes, Sleuth's comment there is a major, major worry for me. Okay, when you have a 3-year-old child at home, okay, something led to him, even if it was just leaving the area like that. Okay, you get a lot of things going on there. And yeah, okay, whether there was a fight between mom and him, whatever, something happened to kick off this whole sequence of stuff. So sorry, just going through the messages real quickly. Yeah, you guys got it hot on the mainland right now. The temperature on the mainland is just, oh my gosh. Even the Mediterranean was ridiculously hot. Isabella, yes, heart is breaking. This family, that grandmother, seems like such an amazing family. Okay, grandma teaches, things like that, and they're all trying to come together, and they're pulling together a community of people who hopefully they can get the word out. Hopefully they can go out and start checking and listen to people, and maybe someone knows something and can help the police. FBI's involved, all those things now. Sorry, going through the messages still. Yeah, right now, Chris, yeah, we're going off of what we're hearing from the police. They do have him in custody now, at least on, and I don't know, Sleuth, you might know this right now. I think he's in custody on probably for the chase. Okay, I'm suspecting, okay, the high-speed chase, crash, probably trying to grab the gun from the police officer, those types of things. Not sure if he's also been pulled up on charges connected with the stabbing. I'm suspecting that, but I don't know for sure yet. But yeah, Chris is Sleuth until we know more about it. I'm not, okay. Yeah. And you know what? This is where it gets very, very hard sometimes, because we're only getting little bits and pieces of information. And sometimes police, okay, get information and they go in the right direction. Sometimes they don't. We've seen issues on both sides. Right now, we do know certain things. We know mother has been stabbed. Okay, she's saying most likely that it's him. Okay, that kidnapping charge, so he was brought up on the kidnapping charge. So suspicion is they've got a lot more information than they're letting on at this time. And they have to do that to make sure that they have a case that can't be broken through in the end. Okay, they need to make sure if someone comes to them and says, oh, I heard this, they can go and verify it against their information to verify it. Sure, true. And yeah, PJ, Cindy Light. And in the end, that's what needs to happen. We need to get this little girl home. Whether, okay, information coming out is right, wrong, whatever, it all comes down to one thing. We have a little 2-year-old who's missing right now. We're trying to find this little 2-year-old. She could be somewhere in that area. Okay, they're thinking, from what it's sounding like, according to the police and the news station at least, that she's still in that area somewhere. Hey, Chica, hope you're doing good. Hey, you know what? And Chica, that's why we do these, because so many of us don't hear about these cases. This is an Amber Alert that's been out for 24 hours, and a lot of people don't actually get all these things. Unless you happen to be subscribed to certain people or get alerts and all that. So I'm so happy you're here. So happy you're here. And there's Tim. Pull out the tomatoes from the whole tomato fight we got going now. But and I hate Tim. And so if we can get the information out, I'll try to keep an eye on what does come out, okay, he is in custody right now. That much is together. Now we just got to find this little girl. Okay, again, she went missing on July 2nd in Lansing, Michigan. There was some thought that he could have been going towards Detroit. I mean, Michigan. We also know, and I don't like to jump in these directions, but Detroit, Michigan, things like that is not the greatest of areas, okay, when it comes to safety of children, trafficking, things like that. Yes, she's only 2 years old, but that doesn't mean that people don't do really bad things. So we need to find this little baby. We need to find her quickly. 2 years old, braided shoulder length hair. Now I'm going to let you guys know. Okay, KK is going to be the first one to let you guys say this. Okay, she'll be in here popping in a second on this. Okay, just because she had the braided hair at that moment does not mean that she has braided hair right now. Okay, someone could have cut the hair. Someone could have done many different things. So we need to look at the smile. Okay, we need to look at, okay, anything, her eyes, anything that stands out to you is what we need to be looking for when it comes down to her. And so she was last seen wearing a white t-shirt. It had rainbows on it. Again, maybe wearing that, maybe wearing something else. The suspect in her disappearance is now in police custody. It was in connection with a attack or a stabbing of Winter's mother. But our little baby is still missing. Okay, this 2-year-old is still missing and needs to be found. So if you guys can help me, as soon as we're done with this, I am going to post the video, the posters, not only here on the community tab, but also Instagram, you know, all the normal places, Discord, all that. If you guys can help us in sharing these things out, and we can get more and more people recognizing and maybe find that one person who has seen this little girl. So let's keep an eye out for her. If you have any information, please contact the Lansing Police Department at 517-483-4600. Just dial 911. You don't even need to look for a number. Just call 911. Get the police involved ASAP so that we can make sure she's safe. So our next case I wanted to cover real quickly is another Amber Alert. This one is probably scaring me because of the fact that usually Amber Alerts kind of come to a conclusion fairly quick. Yes, there's some that last forever and ever and ever. Hi, Siren. Okay, they last forever and ever and ever, and it just feels like they never come to a conclusion. Most do. One of the great things about Amber Alerts is usually once you release an Amber Alert, things can come to a closure pretty quickly. And this one has not. We are talking right now, June 3rd. Okay, this teenager, 15-year-old Keyshawn Williams, has been missing since June 23rd. Okay, actually outside of that, some are saying it might be more closer to June 17th. And he has still not been seen. And that is where the concern is here. We all know, for an Amber Alert to be released, you got to get certain things qualified. They don't just release Amber Alerts for any old reason. I mean, think about how many, people we know of, teenagers who've run away or things like that. They don't do Amber Alerts for that. Yeah, exactly, Sleuth. And that's what's scaring me. I think they're getting more information. Usually the way we see this happen is someone goes missing, especially a teenager. They get a little information showing, something's going on that might put them in danger. So they give them an endangered, person alert. And then when they really get serious information, then the Amber Alert is pulled out. Okay, that's happened in this case. The police have more information on Keyshawn. Keyshawn is also known by the name Key. So that's another thing that if people are out there talking to someone, his name. I get what you're saying. Okay, yeah, lakes and all that. Yeah, there's some really big fears on this. I'm going to pull up the video real quick on this, but basically, from my understanding in this one, this 15-year-old had gone out to a party. okay, a house party. While he was at that house party, his mom didn't know he was going there. Good kid. Okay, he took part in wrestling, stuff like that, and really good kid. And but he hadn't told, of course, we all remember our teenage years. You don't say anything, okay, necessarily to mom about every party you go to. Okay, I mean, how many kids nowadays turn off their location services because you don't quite want mom to know I'm going to this party for right now. For winter. Thank you, KK. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, got it. And yes, BC, I've noticed that there are definitely, Cleveland is kind of working its way up there where Detroit and stuff and all is. And we need law enforcement really taking an active role on that. And with parents speaking up, parents taking that lead and saying, hey, wait, no. This is a teenager, but you need to listen to me. I know my kid. My kid does not just run away. And hopefully police are listening to them now on this. So anyhow, he had gone to a house party. He called his mom at around 10:38 p.m. that night, just to say, hey, I'm going to be coming home soon. He never came home. Word kind of got out. Okay, they've been looking. Like I said, there were 2 different dates being given as to when he disappeared, because his mom's like, I never saw him after that. So it would put it with the date of the party. And however, there was a vehicle that has been connected in with this. That is a black Jeep SUV. Now, this SUV has temporary license plates. Okay, so it's in fact, I can't remember where I read this, so take it with a grain of salt. I thought I had even heard that the windows were kind of blacked out, really tinted very dark and stuff like that. So it's kind of scary what is coming together in this disappearance. So this vehicle may be involved with his disappearance. When he went missing, he was wearing a cream-colored jogging pants with white and blue lettering and gray Jordan tennis shoes. Okay, so we need to try to get the information, especially considering this teenager has been missing, especially that they've moved it up to Amber Alert. I suspect the police, law enforcement are extremely concerned about his well-being right now. So let me real quickly pull up our next little video to give you a little bit more of a rundown on him. Here we go. There is a reward out now. Okay, in here. Okay, it was a $1,500 reward a few days ago. And they're hoping, especially if you are talking about a situation, if there are other people involved in this, sometimes money does speak. You hate to say it, but there's a lot of pressure if this is involving teens, okay, illegal activity, whatever it is. It's scary for people who might have information, and money sometimes will speak when other things won't. So hopefully this $1,500 will help out. So I'm going to go ahead and start. Now, this has not had a lot of follow-up in the last couple days, and that's why I wanted to make sure that we covered it again today. Okay, you can see here 4 days ago was the last time that this was covered. And this video from a news channel only had 571 views for an Amber Alert. Okay, it needs more coverage badly. So let's go through this.
Please, I'm asking you, I'm begging you, I'm pleading you. Keyshawn is all I have. That's my heart.
Oh, the desperate message from a mom whose son's been missing for more than 10 days. Please take a look at your screen. There he is. And tonight there is a $1,500 reward for any information that would help find and bring home missing Cleveland teen Keyshawn Williams. He's 15 years old, and there's still an active Amber Alert for him right now, too. The people who love him most gave updates on the case today. Our Isabel Lawrence breaks that down for us.
I need to find my son.
That's the message from Sharice Snowden, whose son, 15-year-old Keyshawn Williams, has been missing since June 17th.
We need to keep each other safe. We need to protect each other. We shouldn't have to live in fear that it's a possibility that our child is in danger.
Snowden says her son was last seen at a house party on Gertrude Avenue on the 17th and called her at 10:38 p.m. to let her know he was coming home. but he never arrived, and her calls are going straight to voicemail. Now she's trying to piece together what happened at that party, which she says she didn't know her son was attending.
They're tight with the information about who was at the party, so that's a red flag. It shouldn't be a problem if a kid is missing. It shouldn't be a problem with anyone disclosing the information of who was at the party.
Snowden says as her only child, she and Keyshawn are very close and talk daily. She says her son is bright, good in school, and involved at church. His boxing coach echoing her praise.
He is a good kid. He is so goofy, funny, loving, caring.
With a new $1,500 reward, Keyshawn's loved ones, police, and Cleveland Missing hope someone will come forward with the information they need to bring him home.
This family is hurting. They're desperate for answers, and I don't blame them. And we want to help them, but we need to reach that one person who's got that information. And we've got a $1,500 reward to start off with now to give information anonymously if they have that information. So we really want to make sure we get in touch with that one person.
It's an important mission there. Newburgh Heights Police Chief John Majoy there. He's also working with the Northeast Ohio Amber Alert Committee and Cleveland Missing. Now, he says usually Amber Alerts don't take this long, but no one is giving up hope. I also asked what makes this an Amber Alert specifically, and he says Cleveland police would have received information that escalated this case first to an endangered alert, and then with more information to an Amber Alert, which happens when there is a threat of danger. Now, I did reach out to Cleveland police to learn the latest in this investigation from them and haven't heard back.
That is one strong, strong mom there. Isabel, we are keeping our prayers going for that young man. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
So, a couple things. Yeah, Chica, I mean, I couldn't even imagine. Okay. I mean, a couple weeks ago had a scare occur for just a couple hours with someone that I care about. And I was falling apart just for those couple hours. And this woman, okay, this is her baby. And here we are looking at a video from 4 days ago, okay, that literally has 571 views, okay, on a main news channel, okay. When I went to YouTube, Facebook, there's like no information out there on this. There's the same one poster, the same 2 or 3 articles. There is nothing out there. And like she said, when you've got kids that are being quiet about what was happening at the party and stuff like that, okay, these are red flags. These are things where we need to be getting the word out. And it's sad that it's not being covered more, and we need to get, and that's why I wanted to make sure to pick it up again. Hopefully we can. I know there's been a few people out there in the community and all who've been covering this. And that's exactly, Sleuth, that's what gets me, is the fact this is a freaking Amber Alert. This is an Amber Alert, and there's nothing. There are no groups out there. There are no, I mean, there's nothing out there. Okay, and I'm sorry, I am going to say this. Think a couple months ago when we had another teenager go missing. How it was everywhere. They went missing after a party and stuff like that. It was being covered anywhere you went. What do we have going on here? Nothing. And yet the police have ramped this up to where they have put it. So we really, truly, yes, Isabella, thank you. Those prayers are powerful. Prayers work. Okay, prayers do work. Yep, you said it right there. I was like, am I going to say the name and start it all open again or not? But yes, there you go. And we all were here. We all sat there and watched. Okay, so, and thank you, Christola, by the way, thank you for that. Okay, explanation of all the different alerts and stuff like that. Oh, I love that because there are so many alerts and it can get very confusing. Okay, and different places do different things. I even was surprised recently in Hawaii that we don't have a silver alert in Hawaii. Okay, it just astounds me that we don't have them here. So check out what the alerts are for your location. And so hopefully we can share, once I get this poster out, maybe it'll pique some interest out there, getting it onto Instagram, things like that. Oh, BC, is that okay? Let me check, because let me talk to you afterwards. Did they take that out? Did they take that away? Because actually, still you mean, so they may have cleared that. Okay. If they've cleared that, I need to update the poster before I share it, because I do not want to share any information that is not correct. So thank you. Thank you, BC. And that, guys, right there is the reason why we work so well as a community, is we all sit here and we check off each other's information so we can make sure we got real information going on and not false leads. So thank you. It was ruled out. Okay, I am going to be double checking that. So you got, and yes, Siren, we all know why. Unfortunately, I think we all do know why. No, none of us like to say it, but it's true. There is a difference between how different groups are represented when they go missing. We know for a fact that the Indigenous are never covered. How many Indigenous who are missing right now, and no one knows anything about them being missing? Okay, the same, okay, with, okay, people who are Black, with, okay, Hispanic. Okay, we run into this all the time. It is an issue. It is an issue. And you know what? A person is a human being no matter what, and they need to be covered, and we need to be covering them the same way, plain and simple. And that's me getting off of my soapbox. And also, but there is an article, BC, in Sleuth. Okay, got it. I did not go over and check out her Discord before when I was pulling this, so I'm sorry. I will go check that later for sure. Okay, was ruled out, but still remains on. See, that's why I was confused, actually, PJ, because it was showing up on NCMEC. And that's why I was kind of confused. I was like, okay, NCMEC is not updating their system on this. So yeah, maybe they can't take it down because that would disqualify. I don't know. Who knows? Michael, how you doing, my dear? Welcome, welcome, welcome. And also, thank you, Sleuth. That would be great. And we'll figure that one out, because yeah, it is weird that it's been, I wish they would update NCMEC a little bit more often. And so, but we'll see what happens on that one. But yeah, if I need to take that info out, I need to take that info out for sure. So again, just as a reminder, before we move on to our third person who is a silver alert, Keyshawn, who is also known as Key, okay, Williams, who was last seen June 23rd from Cleveland, Ohio, okay, 15 years old, 5 foot and half an inch. Okay, they've got that one down, unless that was a typo. Or butterfly kisses. Hey, 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 my dear, love you. And weight 120 pounds, black hair, brown eyes. Like I said, he's known as Key, was last seen wearing a cream-colored jogging pants with white and blue lettering and gray Jordan tennis shoes. Now, this here says that a black Jeep SUV with temporary license plates may have been involved. We do not know that. I'm going to try to verify that. I will update the poster if I need to. Robbie, love you, Robbie. I love you, my dear. I love you. And BC, he's getting coverage, but it is more of the case. Facts are everywhere. Yeah, exactly. So I'm hoping we can, because someone's got the information they need. We just need to get someone to speak up at this point. And I know it's scary a lot of times. And there is an Amber Alert on this case, and there is a reward. So if someone has information that can lead to them finding him, okay, it will, okay, there's a potential reward involved there. Please, again, call 911 if you have information. Call the Cleveland Police if you need to. Okay, just please call if you have any information whatsoever on that. So, moving on to our last of the 3 cases I was talking about. I mentioned that I had 2 Amber Alerts and 1 Silver Alert. Now, this is actually who I started off wanting to cover today. This 74-year-old went missing in Wichita, Kansas, and I know I happen to have a couple friends and subscribers who are from that area. So please, if you guys can help me from that area, get this information out. George Smith is 74 years old, 5'5", 175 pounds, gray hair, brown eyes. He was last seen on July 1st. He was on his way driving for dialysis. This is a gentleman with diabetes. Okay, he does not have his medication with him. Okay, anyone who deals with diabetes knows that medication can be life-saving for you. Okay, depending on how bad your diabetes is. The fact that on top of it, he is getting dialysis multiple times a week shows you how important this medication is for him. Not to mention the fact, if any of you guys know about dialysis, once you start dialysis, you're on dialysis because your kidneys are not working. And the moment you're on dialysis, without that dialysis, you could very, very well die within days if you're not getting dialysis done. Okay, not always, but the majority of the time. It is that serious of something. You need something to clean the toxins out of your system. That's what dialysis does. So this is a gentleman, okay, an elderly gentleman who went missing while he was on his way to dialysis on Saturday. He never showed up to dialysis. Okay, he goes multiple times a week. My dad would go to dialysis 3 days a week. So based off of the fact Saturday and today being Monday, he probably was due for dialysis today. My suspicion is for sure by tomorrow. And he is on borrowed time at this point. Okay, and this is another one of those reasons. I don't know how many of you guys are from the Oklahoma or Kansas area. I say Oklahoma because they feel that he may have been driving southbound on I-35 towards Oklahoma. Okay, so Oklahoma. Okay, Wichita, Kansas. Okay, any of those areas. We need to get the word out. We need to spread his face. He also was in his car. Okay, that Jeep right there, the truck right there. Okay, so if we can get that information, it was a 2002 Ford F-150 with Kansas tags, and the plate is 881 PKK. Getting that word out is probably more important than anyone ever. I mean, when you see something like, okay, we have another one here in Hawaii. I have a gentleman I'm very, very concerned about right now. But I do know at least, okay, it's warm here. If we can get him, if he's in a safe place, getting food, water, things like that, hopefully we just reconnect with him. This gentleman needs life-saving medical treatment. And exactly, Chica, exactly. And that's my dad also. When my dad decided, I'm done, I don't want dialysis anymore. That's when we moved. Okay, he kind of moved into the hospice palliative care direction. And so we need to get the word out with him. I'm going to go ahead. I have one more last. There's not as much information on him. However, there is one article, okay, that I can share with you guys. Let me pull this up real quickly so we can share this and you guys can get a little better idea of what's going on. So this was posted on the 1st. Okay, Cristola, I love that you're sharing this information, girl. You have no idea how much I do appreciate it, because I know there's a lot of people who watch these and they don't know. Okay, for example, okay, Silver Alert is activated when an elderly, developmentally, or cognitively impaired person has gone missing and is determined to be at risk. And they're also using Silver Alerts a lot more for anyone with medical issues also lately. It's the one way they can get around, oh, I can't do an Amber Alert, but this person needs to be found quickly because of medication issues. So let's go ahead. This one, like I said, is a short one, but gives you guys a little bit more information.
Well, a Silver Alert has been issued for a Wichita man. The Kansas Bureau of Investigation says 74-year-old George Smith has been reported missing after he missed an appointment. Smith requires dialysis several times a week, and there is concern that he doesn't have the necessary medication for his diabetes. He is a 5'5" black man and was last seen wearing a blue button-down shirt and blue shorts. If you see Smith or his Ford F-150, please call 911 immediately. And of course, we do have more details available on our website.
Okay, that's about all they have on that. Again, like I said, there's not a lot of information on him. Okay, all we know is we got to find him. Okay, he went missing on his way. So if you guys can help me with that, again, I'm going to update the posters. And in fact, there's something with this poster I'm going to even change because I'm not sure if I-35 towards Oklahoma truly is south versus just down, as they said. And see, you know, KK, I think that's very much where you live. They take alerts as an active tool they can use, and which is good. Yes, some people will get frustrated and say, oh, there's too many alerts. Okay, fine, there's too many alerts, but you know what, that one alert might actually be saving someone's life. And but yeah, I wish more states would do. When I found out Hawaii didn't have a silver alert, I've actually been trying to contact one of our my local politician for this neighborhood because of it. So, Michael, thank you so much. Thank you so much for doing that. And BC has shared. Perfect. Thank you so much. And yeah, it's very easy for someone to be confused. And okay, seniors especially get confused and they wind up anywhere. Okay, especially with something like when you're dealing with diabetes. Was his blood sugar low? Okay, was his blood sugar high? Was he confused due to that? Was other things going on? Was he depressed at the time? I mean, I'll be honest, anyone who's dealt with dialysis, it's frustrating to know that your life is controlled by going to these appointments for so many hours every day when you do go, or 3 times a week or whatever. So, wonder if it's full moon right now. No, I don't think it's full moon right now. But yeah, there seems to be so much going on. So if you guys can help me with that, Isabella, he is in danger with his health issues. And I pray that he's found. I really do. And I'm going to be keeping an eye out for that. Again, this is another one that has very little information out there. The facts are out there. Okay, like PJ was saying with the other case, the facts are out there. It's just nothing further. It becomes, okay, the fact, which is good. At least we're sharing pictures. Okay, hopefully the right person sees it. So, and so what I want to do real quickly before we finish this one up is I did want to go real quickly through all 3 of these for anyone who joined in late. Okay, our first 2 from today were Amber Alerts. We had Winter Smith, our little 2-year-old out of Lansing, Michigan. Her mother was attacked by a gentleman. It is allegedly he took off with her. This is not a biological father or anything like that. He was later arrested. She was not there with him. So while he is in custody now, the 2-year-old is still missing. So we are looking for her anywhere, possibly Michigan. Okay, I'm not sure how far out. Could she be somewhere else? Yeah. There's always some situation that could lead to someone being somewhere else, even if he didn't go somewhere else. There's always possibilities out there. So we just keep our mind open to as many of those possibilities as possible. So looking for her, this little 2-year-old, braided shoulder-length hair, could be braided, may not. She was last seen wearing a white t-shirt with rainbows on it. It does, KK, thank you. I was going to actually check that. It goes all the way to San Antonio. Interesting. Okay, so it's, yeah, I live in a highland. It's hard for me to picture things that go that far. But yeah, Cassie, stop growling. Cassie's growling at someone right now if you can't hear. And also, if anyone has any information, please call the Lansing Police Department at 517-483-4600 or 911. Our second Amber Alert is for Keyshawn Williams. He was last seen at the end of June. We've got different dates, but June 23rd is what I have up here, from Cleveland, Ohio. 15 years old, around 5 foot tall, 120 pounds. He was at a party, and his mother heard from him that night at 10:38 p.m., did not hear from him after that. Has not seen him since that. Oh, wow, KK, San Antonio to Canada. That's a far way. Yeah. Oh, I get you, Cristola. And also, so he was last seen at a house party near Fleet and Gertrude Avenue. Police are involved. I think FBI might be involved in that one. I'm not sure. I'll have to check, Cristola. I'm not sure. If anyone has any information, he was last seen wearing cream-colored jogging pants with white and blue lettering and a gray Jordan tennis shoes. Okay, we don't know. It looks like the Jeep has been cleared. I will verify that and updated for all this. There is the Amber Alert and a reward for information that leads to bringing him home, or at least letting us know what's going on. Cleveland Police at 216-623-5418, or again, 911. And our last is George Smith, who has a silver alert out, went missing July 1st. Today is July 3rd. He is from Wichita, Kansas, 74 years old, 5'5", 175 pounds, gray hair, short gray hair, as you can tell, and brown eyes. He was last seen driving a 2002 Ford F-150 with Kansas tags and a plate 881 PPPX. Let me start that again. 881 PKK. He was wearing a dark blue button-down shirt and blue shorts. He does have dialysis scheduled a couple times and has missed at least one. Michael just put, I'll share that one in just a second. In fact, Michael, he's also diabetic and does not have his medications. He could be driving down towards Oklahoma on I-35, and as KK said to us, honestly, that can be going down as far as San Antonio. So that's a far area he could be going. You are amazing, Christola. Don't worry. If you have any information on Wichita, call the Wichita Police or 911. I did not have the phone number for that. Everyone's saying just call 911 if you get info on George. So Michael just posted 25-year-old reportedly found 8 years after going missing as a teen while walking dogs in Northwest Houston. The then 17-year-old was reported missing in 2015. Wow. I am totally going to, I'm going to totally go read up on that one right now. Actually, in fact, I would, Crystal, I would actually go and pin that, but I'm going to be pulling this thing to a close, but I'm going to have to go read that up. I mean, I am so far behind because I'm still catching up after this cruise. It's nuts. So, girl, I love you. Thank you so much, PJ. Love you. I love you. And again, thank you to all of you who joined while I was gone on my cruise. There were four people who joined our memberships. So thanks for joining over on the Ohio. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I had so much fun talking to you guys during that. So thank you, though. Thank you, PJ, so much. And butterfly kisses. Yeah, I'll send you a message right after we're done, for sure. And hope you all have an amazing, amazing rest of your Monday. I am going to go. KK, I can't log off if you do that to me. I love you. You guys, thank you guys so much. I love you. And you guys mean the world to me. I was just waiting to get home because I missed you guys so much. So, and it was fun getting to share all of the cruise stuff with my family that I was there with, but I wanted to share with you guys too. It's just as much fun to do that. So, and Isabella, thank you for the thank you, my dear. And we'll share all the pictures out, posters out. I'm going to sit down real quickly. In fact, butterfly kisses. I'll send you a message. I am going to update posters though real quickly also. So, love all of you guys, tons and tons. I will talk to you Wednesday. Sleuth and I will be back together and we will see what we're going to talk about at that time. Love you guys tons. Aloha. And guys, seriously, for all of the sharing of posters and just being a voice for these people, mahalo. Mahalo. Thank you.